Hello, everybody. So, I got a new project. This is my Proto 2000 Pennsylvania Railroad Alco FAB unit. It's a part of the ABBA set I have for my other Alco FAs. Except this one's got an issue. It runs fine, the detail's good, except whenever I try to run it, it sounds like something's dying on the inside. And I think it's even worse in the other direction. Yeah. So I don't want accurate flange. I don't want my layout to sound like flange squeal the whole time. So today we're gonna open this thing up, see what's wrong with it. All right. So with these proto engines or these early proto FAs, they have 4 Phillips head screws holding them in. So just there you go. And they're all in the center, right underneath the motor. Okay, I think that one's the one that has the broken tower. All right, so we remove all those. And we gain access to my sketchy wiring setup for DCC. Let's just get this out of here for now. So these are basically just Athearn blue boxes, except for these early protos, FAs. They came with a moving fan for, I believe it's the exhaust or the dynamics. But it's not very fun. The vents here aren't very fine, at least when the body shell's on. So you really can't see it. So I might upgrade that in the future. So for now, let's get a standard DC wires and put them to the power points to see what's squeaking. Right. That was. Right. Come on, give me one. You were working fine. Might be the decoder causing issues with DC power. All right. I think it's something to do with these fans up here. So let me. Yeah, I think it's something to do with those. Let me get some Labelle grease or some Labelle oil. You never want to use grease on something like this. You only want to use it for like models that have metal gears and stuff. So this is some Labelle 102. Of course, the other container I had in there leaked. So now everything's covered in grease in there, so I gotta wipe it off real quick. Alright, so I'm just gonna apply some grease to the little bearings that move. And just everywhere that I think little oil should be applied. And it just uses, the fan just uses simple, just uses gravity to just stay in, so I gotta figure out where that connects to let it run. Or spin the dang thing. Where is it? Oh, there it is. So I gotta put some there. I know you guys aren't gonna be able to see this too well. Alright. Alright, now I think, let me do a quick test. Let me do a quick test here. Alright, hold up. Alright. Now I had to turn the layout power back on so the DCC decoder would work. But it sounded pretty good, so let's get the body shell back on after I clean my hands off from some oil. Because you never want to get oil on the body shell of a locomotive, because it's very difficult to clean off. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the shell, put it back in the cradle. And this example, one of the towers for the screws is broken off. That's how I got it. And most B units from Proto are not powered, but all the B units I own are, because previous owners or Proto themselves put drives in them. Had to flip it over, trying to get wires in places they shouldn't be, and just screw it all back together. Maybe that one's good too. Get back in here. Come on. Alright. Now, we should have a functioning engine. And in this case, unfortunately, a little bit of oil did get on the body shell. But it might be able to be removed with simple paper towel. See, I hardly can tell there was any there. Alright, let's put it back on the track and see if it runs. Alright, back on the track. Let's turn the power back on. And the squeaking's gone. So now it went from sounding like realistic squealing noises for flange squeal to sounding like the normal engine. And I'll have a run-by footage of it with the rest of the A and B units. And I'll see you on the next video.